Hey guys, what's going on? Cater here on a beautiful, beautiful day. What's going on with your life? What's going on with your land? How you doing? How you feeling? So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how hard work is not the secret to wealth. A lot of people think that, hey, I gotta work so hard in order for me to become successful. I gotta work so hard in order for me to become wealthy or make some type of money. Really not. So I want to break down some stuff for you inside of this video that's going to help you take your game to the next level. If it's your first time on my channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe. Click the link down below if this stuff is making sense to you. Drop a comment. Let me know how you feeling, how you doing, how's your day, what's up with you. So hard work is not really the secret to wealth. What if I told you that hard work is not the secret to wealth? They conducting a study, like, you can have 2, 3, or 4, 5 jobs if you think that you're gonna get wealthy that way, which is what a lot of people preach. When I went to school, the middle class, other people, they tell you, hey, go get good grades, get a job, and when you get one job, you realize it's not working for you. You might end up getting 2 jobs or 3 jobs. You really don't have time because you think that's how you're gonna be able to create wealth. So here's the thing: they conducted a study from nurses in the hospice about people's top regret when they are dying. And surprisingly, one of the answers that people have on the top regrets when they are dying is that I wish I hadn't worked so hard. That's people's top regret. Only if I knew that hard work was not the secret to wealth. That's what most people say. Because then they realize, well, man, I worked so hard and I did so little. I spent so much of my time being at work, not doing what I love. Did you know that most people who work so hard, they are broke? Believe you me, like the people who has it together, they are not working so much harder, right? They just have frameworks and system to work for them. So they work smart, not harder. They work smarter. You need to make it a goal so that you can learn the systems and the framework. So instead of focusing on working so hard, you need to learn the system and the framework so that you can learn how to work so much smarter. Then that will create that for you. So what's up? So most people on the deathbed, most people, they realize, they miss their time with their children. They miss their time with their partners. They miss their time with the significant other. They spending so much time on the job, They regret not spending their time with the people that it matters. So they spending their time on the treadmill of working just for existence. It's all because they following a system that is designed for hard work and failure. So you need to understand how money works. I explain it this way, right? There's the rule of money you must follow to become wealthy. Money has 3 aspects. You must understand the 3 aspects of money, right? Money has 3 aspects. It has the spiritual aspect, which is a spiritual matter, right? You have the physical aspect. The physical aspect is the paper. Like, I could grab some money right now, whatever, $10, $100. That's the physical aspect of money, right? But if you focus on the physical aspect of money, most people don't realize they burn the physical aspect. Like, if you have $100,000, once they get $100, once the bill gets ugly, they burn it. So that's the physical aspects of money. But then you have the psychological aspects of money, which makes you feel some type of way when you have it, whether you have it or not. Because money plays a big part on your psychology, whether you have it or not. And you have the spiritual aspects of money, which you need to learn the right mindset about what is money and how to create it. Like, people have so many different mindset about money. Like, there's not enough money, or people sometimes they would moralizing being poor by using religion. Like, the love of money is the root of all evil. People would use that, God provided what we need, so why should we need more? Since nearly everyone around me, everyone around me before, their rule that I learned from them when it comes to money is that rich people, they are bad. That's what I learned from people. Like, rich people, they are bad. But interestingly, those are the people who creates the job, that creates the opportunity for others. When I went to college, I learned from my teacher that rich people, they leave off the poverty of others. Like, no wonder why I was so terrified of wealth and all the morals and how it's evil, like you shouldn't get it. I was trained to hate it. Like, I didn't really understand it until I got very lucky and met some wealthy people. Like, when I got very lucky and met some wealthy people, the one thing I realized about them very quick is that they were not greedy, They were not evil. In fact, they were some of the most generous people I ever met. They made their money by running their businesses, employing people, putting food on other people's table. Like other families were able to feed their family because of the businesses they started. So wealthy people, in fact, they drastically changed my mindset, my understanding when it comes to wealth. I came to realize like wealth doesn't matter. It doesn't make you good or bad. It just makes you a bigger version of what you already are. Like if you're someone that's braggadocious, you get more wealth, guess what? You're going to be able to brag more, right? You're going to be able to get more. If you're someone that's giving, you get more wealth. You're going to be able to give more, be more, and help more. So it doesn't really, if you're a bad person, I know people that their attitudes are sucky. So when they get wealth, they become suckier. Like it gets more crazy because they have more income. I know people that are very generous, people that are very humble, they get that, they become more humble. So it doesn't really impact, well, it just make you who you are the most already. So the next thing you need to think about when you're making money, don't make your money based on time. Because time is a very limited supply asset for all of us that's in existence. We only have 24 hours in a day, and God will not make more time for you just because you want to make more money. So if you understood that time is limited, why are you selling it so cheap? Like when I understand that now, like time is the only thing that I cannot create more. Like, for the most part, everything else, you can get another car, you can get another house, you can make more money. Time, once it's gone, is gone. Is the asset that's very limited in supply. Like you only have 24 hours in a day. Nobody know how long you have to leave. But yet, when we go into minimal wage, people are deciding to sell their time for the lowest because they don't really understand for so cheap, because you really don't understand like how much time is worth to you. As long as your money is tied to your time, like you get paid, this is how much you make per hour, your income will always be limited. I'm gonna say this again. As long as your money, right? As long as your money is tied to your time, your income will always be limited because there's only 24 hours in a day. Even if you go from making $100 an hour to making $200 an hour, you still cap. There's only 24 hours for you to multiply that $200 by. There's not 25, there's not 26. So if you only getting paid per time, you need to understand that time is a limited supply. So have you heard people mention that how rich how rich people can be? Like they don't work for time. Like or they'll say, oh man, I know this person that work $100 per hour, or I know this person that works like $200 per hour, and they supposed to be rich. But the thing is, as long as your time is connected to how much that you're making per hour, even if you're working at the hospital, even if you're working anywhere, even if you're working at a good job, you're working at a firm, as long as it's tied to hour, you're still limited. So truly wealthy people, they learn to divorce their time from money. They build systems and frameworks that's gonna enable them to earn money without them having to work per time. All right. So if you want to become wealthy, you need to find out systems and frameworks. Not thinking how much you're gonna be making per time. Like how much time there's in a day, just 24. That's it. You cannot multiply it by more. Okay. So if you're gonna become wealthy, what's up, Roz? How you doing? You need to think about these things because money loves people who can multiply it. So you need to learn how to multiply. Yesterday I spoke about the 3 M's of money. I was on a live and I was talking about there's 3 things you need to learn how to do with money. There's 3 M's. You need to learn how to make it, you need to learn how to manage it, and you need to learn how to multiply it. So if you don't know how to make money, well, it's illegal to make money in the United States, but you need to build a business that can create cash flow. I was just having a conversation with Rosin earlier, and some of those ideas that she was telling me on Amazon itself. Once you understand how to get traffic, once you're able to build a following and get traffic, understand traffic generation, you can literally just use Amazon itself to build a business from scratch because they have so many different ways. You can create a book, you could do a PDF, you put it on Amazon, you could do printables, you put it on Amazon, and then people just print them out you send it to them. So the key is you need to understand how to get traffic generation. So you want to learn how to, once you know how to make it, you want to manage it, then you want to multiply it. It's just like the parable of the talents. Like the people who got 2 talents, they turn it into 4. Like the people that had 5 talents, they turn it into 10, right? And then when the master came, the one that had 1 talent, he said, I did nothing with it. And Jesus was like, hey, listen, are we going to take what you have and we're going to give it to the other people that's done something with it, okay? So you could have put whatever you earn, you put it inside of the bank, but if you did nothing with it, you're not going to multiply it. So the key is you need to learn how to multiply your money. Because if you go to the bank, for example, I made a video the other day about a credit card. Like if you go to the bank, you get a credit card for $500 and you pay it on time and you build a business that can make you money, they'll give you, if they see you paying it, they'll give you $1,000, right? Then they'll give you $10,000. They'll give you $50K because you are able to use that money and create more cash flow. So you want to learn how to multiply the money. Like I was saying in the other video I made the other day, I'm not going to take a credit card for $1,000 and go drop it on a sneaker. Like that's the dumbest thing to do because there's no return. I'm not multiplied. There's no return on that investment except if I sell it for more. If I go and buy the shoe for $1,000 and I sell it for $1,200, now I just made myself $200 profit. Now I just multiply what I got. So even learning how to use credit to multiply your money, those are some of the principles that you're gonna need to learn as you becoming wealthy. Like how wealth works. It's not by working for money per time, but it's really utilizing money with system and frameworks that's gonna enable you to get to that level. So yeah, just wanted to share that stuff with you. So hard work is really not the secret, but what I'm giving you here is to learn to build a business so that you can create a framework that will produce the type of income that you want. For example, Jeff Bezos, we mentioned Amazon earlier, he gets paid every time somebody buys something off Amazon. And Amazon, they don't even pay taxes. Like that's another secret. I don't even want to jump into taxes. The people, when you think about building a business, like when you build a business, anytime someone go purchase in the business, whether you're there or not, you make money. It's not by time. Like the people that sells coffee down in your area, in your town, like the coffee shop. If someone go to the coffee shop and they paid every time you buy coffee, if you go to the coffee shop, every time you buy coffee, the owner makes money, whether he's in the shop or not. So his way of making money is not really tied to the time, whether he's in the shop or not. Like people that's on YouTubers, they make money whenever you watch their videos. Like people that has courses, that has books. So you need to understand some of those frameworks. Like how can I use these things? Like some of the frameworks, YouTube, creating podcasts, advertising. These things you make money without you having to be there. So remember, I told you the top 5 regrets that most people have is that they wish they didn't work so hard. You need to understand how to leverage system and frameworks that way you don't have to work as hard to create cash flow for yourself. Okay? Some of the other one that people have is like, they wish they had the courage to live a life that is true to themselves. Most people, they are afraid to start a business because their family members discouraging them, like it's not gonna work, or friends or people that's never done a business, they taking advice from the one person who's never done a business, so they feel like it's not gonna work out for me. And technically, really, to tell you, you need a mentor. Like you need a mentor, and your mentor should be people who's actually doing and who's getting results at what you're really looking to get results from. Because if you just taking advice from people who's not building a business, people who works per hour in order for them to make income, and they're telling you your business strategy is not work, your business is not gonna work, well, you're gonna follow whatever they believe, whatever they think is the way, which is not the ultimate way to create cash flow. If you want to be wealthy, you need to find a way for you to make money where you're not using your time, or you're not leveraging your time in order for you to create wealth. Okay, so anyway, if you want to be part of my Facebook group, I have a Facebook group called Monetize Your Brand, where I'm teaching you how to use your brand, build a business use your brand, monetize it so that you can start creating cash flow online, go ahead and look inside the description. It's gonna be at monetize your brand group. You can join the group or you keep the conversation going. But I just wanted to share that stuff with you. Hopefully that stuff is making sense to you. All right, let's jump on Instagram here real quick.